The secret is out here inside the Star, and now the secret is out for your benefit. Cowboys Nation, Mike Fisher reporting from Dallas Cowboys headquarters at the Star in Frisco. Cowboys getting ready to roll to Kansas City to deal with the noise and a little bit of cold, and of course, the Chiefs. Scary enough. They will do so with a changing of the guard and with continued hope of what might happen at left tackle as well. It is the intention, or was the intention, of the head coach Mike McCarthy to sort of keep a lid on this. There is a theoretical advantage to not letting the Chiefs know who the starting left guard is going to be. Not quite the same as trying to hide from the Vikings whether it's going to be Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush, but you'll take every edge you can get. That edge is now gone. And we're going to have to cross our fingers and laugh at it now, because Jerry Jones, right about the same time we were talking to Mike McCarthy about what they might be doing and getting a pretty good feel for the fact that Connor McGovern will be the starting guard here for the Dallas Cowboys this Sunday, jumping ahead of Connor Williams, something that's been brewing for about 5 weeks, frankly. Right about the same time that McCarthy was talking about that with us, and we were talking about how to kind of keep a lid on it, and how do you work it, and how do you write it. Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, went on 105.3 The Fan on Friday morning and just said it. Connor McGovern is the new starting left guard. They certainly have to be honest about what Connor Williams has done. It's not that he's played terribly, it's the penalties. To the point where some people inside this building think he's kind of getting targeted now by officials. He leads the NFL. I think the number now is 13 penalties on Connor Williams. That is absurd, of course. The Cowboys can argue against the validity of some of those calls, but they can't argue about the impact. Meanwhile, the coaching staff have been talking up Connor McGovern now for weeks. He's got balance, he's got size, he's got speed, he can move, he's got the right attitude. He's obviously stronger now than he's ever been after having been what the Cowboys thought was a premium pick in the draft a couple of years ago. So he'll get his turn now. Meanwhile, he might get a turn to play next to Tyron Smith. The Cowboys have not given up hope that Tyron, with his ankle, might be able to battle through this thing. Now, the trainer, Britt Brown, he's not going to throw a guy into harm's way here. So the idea was, can we get 3 real practices out of Tyron Smith? We talk a lot about how Tyron, being the quality of athlete, person, student that he is, could in theory roll out of bed on Saturday and go play on a Sunday. That's a theory. But the medical staff wants this to be proven on Wednesday, proven on Thursday, proven on Friday. So this will be an attempt for Tyron Smith to prove it. If he can go, he's the left tackle. Lyle Collins is the right tackle, and Terrence Steele is the swing tackle. And by the way, that's a pretty good group. If Tyron cannot go today, then they'll hold him back, try again on Thanksgiving against the Raiders at AT&T Stadium. And Terrence Steele, they feel like, will hold down the fort adequately at left tackle. Now, Chris Jones, the premium level Chiefs defender in their front seven, and they don't have near enough of them, but they do have him. He may go try to find a weakness, and they might move him around. If Terrence Steele is there, does he go line up against him? Connor versus Connor, is there a difference? What the Chiefs might do there? That's something to monitor here. But this offensive line now will look like Tyler Biadasz, who's starting to play pretty well at center. Obviously, the future Hall of Famer Zach Martin at right guard. The right tackle will be Lyle Collins, and it's going to be hard to move him out of there, especially if Connor McGovern plays well at left guard. We've talked about how, hey, couldn't Lyle go back to left guard and be a dominant level player like he once was? And you could do that, but maybe Connor McGovern grabs that job and keeps it. Maybe Tyron Smith plays left tackle. That would be helpful. And then with Connor Williams, of course, in a contract year, this would be kind of sad to say for a friend of the show, a Capel and University of Texas kid. This would be the beginning of the end for Connor Williams in Dallas, in theory, as somebody's going to go pay him to be a starting guard, even though he's had his ups and downs, and that somebody probably won't be Dallas. They move forward against the Chiefs with the hope that it's Tyron, maybe, McGovern for sure, with Connor Williams still with a uniform and participating. McCarthy, by the way, on the radio said, oh, both Connors will play, and certainly Connor Williams will still play. They need help on special teams with offensive linemen, and Connor Williams will certainly be involved in that, as he already is. Biadasz at center, Zach Martin, right guard, Lyle Collins for sure at right tackle. There is the changing of the guard and the continued hope that Tyron can be the tackle inside Cowboys headquarters at the Star in Frisco. Fish out.